AOC CU34G2XPD. Who says you need Bezos money for a beastly ultrawide? This 34-inch curved VA panel wraps around your face like a gaming burrito, serving up 180 Hz of buttery smooth action. Colors are popping harder than a TikTok dance, and it's so wide you might finally win that productivity war with your tabs. The menu's a bit clunky, and it asks for calibration like a needy robot. But man, you get a ton for your money. 9 out of 10. Samsung Odyssey G627 G65B. The G6 is basically a curved spaceship dashboard. 240 Hz refresh rate, crispy QHD, and colors that say, I take gaming way too seriously. Setup's a breeze, and whether you're fragging, Netflixing, or pretending to work, it's smooth as butter with some serious FreeSync flex. It's not an OLED, but it sure flexes like one. Future-proof and fast, but if you want that ultra-blinding HDR, you'll have to settle for strong but not supernova brightness. 8. 5 out of 10. BenQ Mobiuz EX271Q. This flat 27-inch QHD stunner is like if a Swiss Army knife married a rave. Fast, flashy, and ready for whatever device you throw at it with all those ports. Colors are crisp, the stand's comfy, built-in speakers get the job done, and the KVM lets you pretend you're Tony Stark switching between PCs. It's not winning any contrast contests, but honestly, there's so much versatility and polish here, even grandma might start gaming. 8 out of 10. MSI G274QPFE2. This 27-inch contender serves up 180 Hz refresh like a shot of espresso for your eyeballs. Rapid IPS, just enough smoothness to stop blaming lag for your missed headshots. Colors pop surprisingly well, making your spreadsheet suffer just a little less while your KD climbs higher. Minimal blur and a matte screen mean almost no reflections, so you can game shirtless and nobody will notice, except your mom. Price tag says budget, but the performance says, don't make me choose between ramen and a new display. 8 out of 10. AOC CU34G2XPBK. This 34-inch ultra-wide is basically your ticket to gaming IMAX from your bedroom, curved, vivid, and wide enough to justify rearranging your furniture. With a silky 180 Hz and 1 ms response, it's butter smooth for shooters. And so immersive, you'll forget sunlight exists. VA panel means juicy blacks and colors that slap, but it's not for the couch co-op crowd. Those viewing angles are as unforgiving as an angry boss. No built-in speakers, unless you count your neighbor shouting about the noise. But HDR kicks in for just enough cinematic sparkle. 9 out of 10. MSI Mag 274QF QDE2. This QHD champ rocks quantum dot magic, and a 180 Hz panel that's so fast, your reaction time might start to feel ancient by comparison. Vivid colors and solid build make it perfect for gamers and budding creators. Plus, it's got a USB-C port that can power your laptop and your existential dread. Navigating the menu is easy, almost too easy, like it knows you'll never read the manual anyway. HDR is mostly a party trick here, but at under $300, who's complaining? The contrast won't win medals, but the performance sure can. 8. 5 out of 10. Philips Evnia 27M2N5500. This thing's got a 180 Hz refresh rate so smooth, you'll wonder if you accidentally switched to slow-mo mode in real life. The Penguin footstand isn't just for waddling. It's surprisingly ergonomic and lets you pivot, tilt, and rotate until your setup looks like an esports dojo. Colors are poppin' thanks to the IPS panel, and it comes loaded with every cable on the planet except a friendship bracelet. But those tiny speakers? About as intimidating as a puppy barking at thunder. 8 out of 10. Gigabyte M27QX. Blink and you'll miss the action, thanks to a blazing 240 Hz refresh rate that's like caffeine for your eyeballs. Its IPS panel delivers colors so juicy you'll swear you're gaming inside a fruit salad, though HDR performance is kinda meh. Bonus features like onboard KVM, blur reduction, and GPU monitoring make you feel like you're piloting a spaceship rather than playing Fortnite. Build is solid, just don't expect tilt-swivel gymnastics, and prepare for an absolutely average contrast ratio. 9 out of 10. Philips Evnia 32M2C5500W. This chunky 32-inch curved beast is bright enough to toast your morning bagel and punches out colors like a digital candy store. Rich blacks and ultra-low input lag mean your competitive games look slick, especially if you're centered up for the full immersive curve experience. Ergonomic stand eats up desk space like a hungry hippo, so clear out before it arrives. Eco-friendly packaging scores at brownie points, though corner brightness is a tad moody. Think, I woke up on the wrong side today. 8 out of 10. MSI Mag 274CQF. This 27-inch curveball from MSI serves up vibrant colors and a sweet 165 Hz refresh rate that'll make your games look smoother than your last breakup text. VA panel means juicy contrast, so blacks are deeper than your search history at 3 a.m. If you're staring and typing all day, the 1440p resolution is a gift to your eyeballs, but don't expect to spot new galaxies from the viewing angles. The only drama here is the menu button, which is so hidden, you'll feel like a detective every time you want to tweak the settings. 8 out of 10. Philips Evnia 34M2C3500L. Go ultra-wide or go home, baby. This 34-inch curved beauty is like wrapping a rainbow around your eyeballs, and with 180 Hz, your games move faster than your morning caffeine kick. The VA panel says nah to old-school ghosting, so everything stays sharp. Even when you're panicking in your favorite FPS, got multitasking to do? Multiview means you can run 3 spreadsheets and a meme generator. No sweat. Light catch. The control button placement will test your patience and your yoga flexibility. 9 out of 10. Dell Plus S2725 Key. Dell's 27-inch Dazzler is here to keep your desk fancy, your eyeballs happy, and your gaming skills vaguely relevant with sharp 4K visuals and a refresh rate that makes even scrolling through emails feel dramatic. Colors pop, text is crisp, and you get enough adjustability options to justify skipping ARM day. The built-in speakers are bad enough to make you question your life choices, but praise be, you get stellar connectivity with USB-C and FreeSync support. At this price, it's almost theft. 8. 5 out of 10. LG UltraGear 32GS75QB. This monitor is basically a cheat code for gamers. 1440p sharpness, buttery 180 Hz refresh, and a panel so fast you'll think you blinked in slow-mo. Colors are so juicy you'll want to lick the screen. Don't. And with G-Sync and FreeSync, screen tearing is just a scary story. Parents tell misbehaving pixels. Adjustable stand means your neck survives the 3 a.m. gaming grind, and at 32 inches, it's nearly big enough to see into the future. Sure, there's no built-in speakers, so your epic victories are silent, but hey, that's what your neighbors are for, right? 9 out of 10. BenQ BL3290QT. Need a monitor that won't judge you for staring at spreadsheets longer than your cat stares at nothing? The BL3290QT's anti-glare QHD screen is as easy on your eyes as a day off work. USB-C docking, ergonomic stand, and more ports than a luxury cruise ship means less desk clutter and more room for snacks. Critical. There's even a coding mode for software wizards, and the MacBook matching color mode makes Apple fans feel clever, but the built-in speakers are about as powerful as a motivational poster in a basement. It tilts, swivels, pivots, if only it danced too. 7. 5 out of 10. BenQ PD2705U. Step aside, mortals. This 27-inch 4K magic slab is here for creative wizards and productivity sorcerers. With colors so accurate your Instagram selfies suddenly look less tragic, and HDR that's fine but not blinding, it's like having Photoshop built into your eyes. Loads of color modes, split-screen trickery, and enough USB-C juice to power your dreams and your laptop. It's clearly designed by someone who knows how to get stuff done. Speakers? Meh. Think tin cans on a string, but plug in real ones and you're golden. 8. 5 out of 10. LG UltraFine 30UR50KB. So you want a glorious 4K monitor that'll make spreadsheets look like modern art and Netflix sparkle like your self-worth after payday? The UltraFine 32UR550KB cranks out UHD detail, colors that pop, and even built-in speakers that'll surprise your eardrums. Don't worry, they're better than laptop speakers, but only just. The stand is less sturdy robot and more wobbly giraffe, and the fast-paced gaming crowd might notice a little smearing. But honestly, for work and movies, it's got the goods. It even throws in FreeSync if you're the kind who games between deadlines. 8 out of 10. Dell UltraSharp U2424He. This is the multitasker's dream. Its USB-C hub is ready to swallow all your cables and spit out a neat, organized desk that'll impress even your mom. The picture is crisp, the ergonomics are serious, and the abundance of ports means you'll be diagnosing port envy in your coworkers daily. Okay, it's a little bright for vampires but doesn't blind with color, and the price is teetering close to espresso machine territory for a 24-inch. But this baby screams pro, not budget. If you want more real estate, buy 2 and become a productivity overlord. 8 out of 10. LG Ergo 27QN880UB. This one comes with an arm so flexible, it could probably do your morning yoga routine better than you. The QHD screen is sharp, the colors super lively, and the ability to swing, tilt, pivot, and adjust until you're in monitor nirvana is frankly addictive. Forget neck pain. This thing wants you ergonomic for life, and the clutter-free desk is pure zen. No built-in speakers, bring your own beats, and HDR isn't going to make Marvel movies planetary, but for productivity, it's a desk changer. 9 out of 10. AOC Q27G2M. This AOC looks so sharp at 1440p, it'll expose every one of your gaming mistakes in high definition. The 165 Hz refresh rate makes shooters buttery, but warning, your excuses for missing shots vanish at 1M's response speed. Colors are punchy, thank you IPS, with enough vibrancy for both midnight gaming and impulse spreadsheeting. Ports galore, solid build, and it won't roast your wallet. Just don't expect much HDR drama. 8 out of 10. MSI Mag 274 Krebs. White monitor, white hot performance at under $500. This thing is practically stealing at 180 Hz for buttery smooth game nights. Response time is so fast you'll see your enemies die before they spawn, but USB ports? MSI flat out ghosted them. Gorgeous colors and KVM for workaholics. Great for gaming, better for style points, and perfect if you want a screen as bright as your future. 9 out of 10. Dell S252HG. Dell's S2522HG fires off frames at 240 Hz like it just chugged 3 espressos, all packed into a 24.5-inch slice of fast IPS heaven. The stand? Twist, pivot, and adjust like a pro. Ergonomics so nice you'll consider a career as a monitor chiropractor. Color coverage is ace. The brightness could light up a bunker, and the build's sturdy enough to survive rage quits. Just remember it's 1080p, so forget video editing and stick to the leaderboard grind. 8 out of 10. ASRock Phantom Gaming PG27QRT2A. Meet the monitor that tries to outgame your reflexes with a 180 Hz refresh rate. Blink and you'll miss a level up. Colors pop harder than your energy drink at midnight, and the ergonomic stand means you won't strain your neck unless you're straining to see the scoreboard. With built-in Wi-Fi antenna and cable sleeves, it's both nerdy and tidy, unlike my desk right now. It's got some mid-tier gaming chops, but don't expect luxury extras at this price. Think fast food, but for your eyeballs. 8. 5 out of 10. Dell UltraSharp U2724D. This Dell's so color accurate, your vacation photos will judge you back for over-editing them. Plus, the IPS black panel brings deeper blacks than my sense of humor. The refresh rate gets a bump to 120 Hz. You get buttery motion without melting your GPU. Perfect for work and sneaky lunch break gaming. Ergonomics and adjustability are like yoga for your monitor. It bends, twists, and stands tall without drama. No HDR or fancy speakers, but it'll keep your cables and sanity in line for marathon productivity sessions. 9 out of 10. BenQ EX2780K. You want gaming with high refresh, low lag, and built-in speakers that actually slap? This BenQ's ready to party without headphones? Yes, there's even a remote so you don't have to move after rage quitting. The colors are lively, multitasking is comfy, and viewing angles are wider than your favorite pizza. Ergonomics are a little meh, and it's not the king of darkness, but for bright rooms and loud sound, it's gaming with extra spice. 8 out of 10. Lenovo ThinkVision P27H30. 4 sides borderless, and honestly, it's got more edge than your last relationship. Crisp QHD resolution so spreadsheets never looked so spicy. Your boss will think you finally care. Eye comfort that spares your retinas. Plus all the color accuracy, so even your cat videos pop with artistic depth. Daisy chain ports and enough docking power to make your desk feel like a NASA command center. 8 out of 10. Dell Alienware AW274DM. This Alienware rocks 180 Hz of gaming juice so fast your reactions will lag behind the pixels. Picture quality. Sharp and smooth, unless you're trying to get moody in the dark. Then blacks play dress up as stylish grays. Build screams budget Alienware, but it's sturdy enough to double as a weapon when your KD tanks. Plenty of ports and ergonomic tricks means this thing fits any setup, even if you like your screen at gamer slouch height. 8 out of 10. Dell Alienware AW3425DWM ultrawide extravaganza, aka stretched real estate for pixel hoarders. Great for making games look bigger than your ego. 180 Hz refresh, 1 ms response, and colors so vivid your Steam library looks like a Marvel movie marathon. It's mid-brightness, but if you're not gaming in a tanning salon, you'll survive. Plus, the setup is idiot-proof with foam wraps, all the USBs and HDMI you'll ever want, plus anti-glare so your regretful reflection never interrupts your grind. 9 out of 10. Innocn 34G10. Meet the ultra-wide champion that curves so hard, it practically wraps your desk in a VA-powered bear hug. With a 34-inch screen and 3440x1440 resolution, it's so roomy you'll forget what a browser tab even is. 165 Hz refresh rate means buttery gameplay, and with HDR 400, those colors pop like your favorite TikTok filters. It's loaded with ports, a wireless charger on the stand, yes, really, and bright enough to light up even your deepest, darkest spreadsheets. 9 out of 10.